tonight are on the broad road that leads to destruction. And tonight, I would say with Moses, I would say with Joshua, turn, repent, choose God, serve Him, live for Him. That is the message of God tonight to this great audience of people at Yankee Stadium.
I see revival coming to planet Earth, maybe as never before. It will be untold numbers, an untold, uncounted multitudes that will be saved. The dead will be raised. The arthritic will be healed. Cancer will be healed. No disease would be able to stand before God's people, and that it would be a worldwide situation.
There's a church that doesn't just know about God, they know God. They don't just believe in His power, they carry His power. God will shake the United States of America one last time, not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit.
Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as Adalis and I are here to announce our next big move, biggest move we've ever made for Revival Today. Behind me is a building that will look nothing like it looks right now when we finish. We're on just under 5 acres of property that we've just finished purchasing, which is going to give us the ability to have a state-of-the-art studio. And in that studio, something I've wanted to have for a long time, which is a live studio audience. It's going to be a 500-seat building when we finish with it that'll give us the ability to touch the world with our broadcasts. This facility is going to give me the ability to do what I've really missed, which is having you in the audience to minister to personally. Obviously, you can't beat the reach of digital media. We touch the whole world every day. But we have the ability now with this to lay hands on people, pray for people that are sick, a place where you can bring people that are drug addicted, demonized, and really give them the ministry that you can't get on YouTube and Facebook. I can't wait. And then beyond that, we're going to announce the launch of Revival Today Church. We're going to hold Holy Ghost church services every Sunday morning. I'll be there most Sunday mornings. This isn't going to be like some little side project. We're going to give you and your family a place you can go that's a soul-winning church that values the presence of God, where you can get prayed for and ministered to, where there's not a critical race theory lecture or a mass and social distancing 10 minutes of no talking to anybody in the lobby. None of that. We're going to have a place where you're free and where you're free to experience the presence of God.
I'm incredibly excited because I know a lot of you have been asking about different meetings and events that we couldn't have during COVID, and trust me, we tried so hard. So this really frees us up to do everything that we want to do with healing meetings and women's conferences. So I am so looking forward to seeing you and having you be a part of this.
So I want to give you a twofold call to action. Number one, if your church turned in to a liberal nightmare in 2020 and you need a place to go, I would be happy to have you at our church. Number two, if you are a partner or a friend of our ministry, Revival Today, this is the biggest move by far we've ever made. By the time we finish remodeling that building, the acquiring of the property, you're looking at a couple of M's. So if you would stand with us now, I'll say thank you ahead of time. Pray and ask the Holy Ghost what He would have you to do. You've been so generous, and I thank you ahead of time for your extreme generosity. I know I speak on behalf of my wife, everybody here at Revival Today, when I say we love you very much. And now I can say I look forward to seeing you face to face here at the new home of Revival Today.
Hey.
Very good.
Good morning, everybody. Markets are open. Let's see where we're at here. And it's down. We're down today. On the markets, we had some news come in about jobs this morning. And it was far short of the estimates, but I don't understand how they can't figure that out if they're making everybody crazy with their talk on the media about COVID and stuff. So, good morning, everybody. Naveed, Christophorus, Michael, Kevin, D&D Investments, good morning. Justin Jordan. Praxis Blockchain Technologies from Bismarck, North Dakota. Good morning. Logan from Ruston, Louisiana. Johnny, good morning. Bonnie, how is everyone doing today? Sandra, good morning. Welcome to Check the Market from Duncanville, Texas, Justin. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. Make sure you share it with everybody. We're trying to put CNBC and Fox Business out of business. To have this be the #1 business check the market investment show in America. All right, let's see the first article. Here we go. We'll start with the not so good news first. Private companies added 330,000 jobs in July, according to ADP, far short of the 653,000 estimate. I mean, that is a huge miss right there. People should be losing their jobs over that miss, that's for sure. Man. That's almost half of what the estimate is. See the article? Job creation at private companies tumbled in July as fears mounted over the spreading coronavirus Delta variant. And if you listen to the majority of people, or I mean what seems like the majority, let's just call it the loudest minority of people, you would think we'd all be dead within the next 2 weeks. Payroll processing firm ADP reported Wednesday. Employers added 330,000 positions for the month, a sharp deceleration from the downwardly revised 680,000 in June and well below the 653,000 Dow Jones estimate. June's final total fell from the initial estimate of 692,000. July's job growth was also the smallest gain since February. The labor market recovery continues to exhibit uneven progress, but progress nonetheless, said Neela Richardson, chief economist at ADP. July payroll data reports a marked slowdown from the second quarter pace in jobs growth. Markets fell after the report, with Dow Jones futures down nearly 120 points and most government bond yields negative on the session. According to ADP, the biggest job gains for July came in leisure and hospitality, which added 139,000 jobs. Education and health services added 64,000, while professional business services increased by 36,000. Goods-producing industries contribute just 12,000, with manufacturing up 8,000, natural resources and mining gained 3,000, and construction added just 1,000 new positions. From a size standpoint, companies with 50 to 499 employees added 132,000. Bigger firms added 106,000, while small business increased by 91. And next, Robinhood surges another 13% a day after jumping past IPO price. When I pulled this up yesterday, I wasn't shocked by how much it was up, because when I'm on the Reddit forums reading about Robinhood, it would seem like it should be way down. Let me pull it up here real quick. Wow. Robinhood has temporarily halted trading of its stock. It's up another 40% today. Man, it is cruising. Look at that. I should have got in last week. But I was listening to all the naysayers on Reddit, and looks like I missed out. This is why you do your own research. So Robinhood surges another 13% a day, and today surges another 40% with trading halted. Let's see the article. Robinhood shares are jumping in early trading on Wednesday, setting the newly public stock trading app up to extend its 24% rally from the previous session. Shares of Robinhood popped 13% in pre-market trading on Wednesday to around $53, and it's now at $65.60. Robinhood stock is making up for its lackluster debut. On the Nasdaq last week, the stock priced at $38 per share, the low end of its offering range. It opened at that price on Thursday, but then fell 8% on its first day and had largely traded below that price until Tuesday, when it rallied more than 24%. It's unclear exactly what is driving the stock higher on Wednesday. However, attention from popular investor Cathie Wood typically benefits growth stocks. ARK Invest Woods purchased 889,000 shares of Hood on Tuesday in the ARK FinTech Innovation ETF, a position worth roughly $4.2 million based on Robinhood's closing price of $46.80. This position adds to the approximately 3.15 million shares Wood has bought of Robinhood since the company's debut last week. Robinhood is also garnering attention from retail investors. Hood is the number one ticker on Wall Street Bet's tracker Swaggy Stocks, which indicates more than 700 mentions in the Reddit chat room, the majority of which were negative. Unpopular opinion, Robinhood still has the best mobile interface. One post with 4,600 interactions said, "It's a payment for order flow story with crypto as kind of a kicker." Stephanie Link, chief investment strategist in Hightower, told CNBC. All that being said, it's super expensive. It's hard to get your hands around the valuation at 11x price to sales, Link added. Online brokerage Charles Schwab is trading at 7x. Hood was also a top traded stock on Fidelity on Tuesday. And it looks like it's still halted here. Hit a circuit breaker. All right, well, should have gotten that one. Missed it. We'll get it next time. Did any of you get into Robinhood? It IPO'd last week, the 29th. Let's see the next article. Drink makers dump juices water that have diluted profits. So we talked about this a little bit yesterday. Pepsi is selling Tropicana, Naked, and a couple of other brands. And it looks like this has been going on for a while. They're selling these juice brands, and even Nestle even sold Poland Spring to focus more on like seltzers and stuff. Let's see the article. See the article? There we go. Big beverage companies are shifting their lineups, shedding well-known but less profitable brands to refocus on core products and newer lines that appeal to changing consumer tastes. PepsiCo Tuesday said it would sell Tropicana and other juice brands to private equity firm PAI Partners. In February, Nestle agreed to sell Poland Spring and most of its North American bottled water brands to other private equity investors. Last year, Coca-Cola discontinued a slew of brands, including Tab Diet Soda, Zico Coconut Water, Odwalla Fruit Juices, and Smoothies. The move signals at least a partial retreat from the industry's primary strategy. For years, companies have multiplied their offerings, expanding from soda into coconut water, smoothies, fermented tea, dairy alternatives, and other niche but promising territory. Now the industry is focusing around a smaller set of categories, including energy drinks, coffee, and traditional carbonated soft drinks, said Howard Telford, head of soft drinks at Euromonitor International. The latest shift, like the prior strategy of expansion, reflects an industry trying to satisfy rapidly shifting consumer tastes. Fruit juice and sugary soda consumption has fallen as people have lowered their sugar intake in favor of alternatives such as diet soda, flavored seltzer, and bottled water. Meanwhile, demand is increasing for functional beverages, drinks that help people stay awake or concentrate, for example, offering a health benefit like an antioxidant. As a result, coffee and energy drinks are on the rise. And this morning, Dunkin' Donuts decided that they're going to cut me off from sugar, and they actually gave me Sweet and Low. So I guess they decided for me that I'm no longer allowed to be drinking sugar. So yeah, there we go. Good morning, Doug. Welcome. Coke does sell a lot of products. Pepsi actually owns Frito-Lay as well, so they sell the chips and they sell, the soda to go along with it. Let's keep going. Yeah, they do hate me. Sweet and Low is like the worst one of all of them. Let's keep going. U.S. retail store sales volume of soda has fallen 10%, and fruit juice sales have declined 16% over the past decade. According to Euromonitor International, over the same period, coffee increased 9%, and energy drinks, still a relatively small category, more than doubled. Companies are taking different tacks in their search for growth. PepsiCo is leaning hard into energy drinks. Last year, it splashed out $3.85 billion on energy drink company Rockstar. And this year, it introduced a Mountain Dew branded energy drink called Mountain Dew Rise. It also recently relaunched Evolve, a plant-based protein drink brand that was part. So you're gonna sell orange juice, or you're gonna sell your juice brands, and then you're gonna buy Rockstar and Mountain Dew branded energy drink. Yeah, no, for real. To buy land, Pamela. Landwatch. I believe it's called Landwatch. That's one that I go on frequently. Hold on. Let me see if it's in my saved ones here. Yeah, landwatch.com. You can go there. They have different categories of land if you want to buy land. They do sell muscle milk, that is true. That was huge when I was in college. Everybody was always walking around with their muscle milk. That is true. Somebody might have gotten my coffee with the sugar in it. How long before they're just selling meth in a bottle? Yeah, that is true. Oh man. All right, next article. Good news, airlines hold to a business travel rebound this fall. Carriers say bookings recovery continues despite Delta COVID-19 variant and return to office delays at major companies. Arizona, Texas, a lot of the ones that people are moving to because that's where, in the southern belt, that's where I would look for land if you want to buy land. Just outside of cities where they're going to be expanding to in a couple of years, that would be good. You could probably make some good profit there with buying land. Unless you just want to buy it for yourself, then I would get it out in the middle of nowhere. You can just put a nice cabin up. Let's see the article. Airlines are redrawing their route maps, betting that business travelers who have largely stayed put in the past year will return despite fresh worries about the highly infectious Delta variant of COVID-19 spreading in the US. Delta Airlines is adding back flights this fall in business centers such as New York and Boston while cutting back on flying many of the vacation routes that become popular over the summer. We're pivoting our capacity to now supplying more business seats, said Joe Esposito, Delta's Senior Vice President of Network Planning. Delta has been polling corporate customers to ensure it gets their timing right. We don't want to put the seats in before they fly. We want to put the seats in when they're ready to get back in the air. Vacation travel typically slows when summer ends, while business travelers start to hit the road again. How that shift plays out this year is a major test for airlines that rely heavily on lucrative corporate customers. Southwest Airlines and Alaska Airlines Group have sought to keep vacation traffic from falling off a cliff in September, with sales aimed at luring leisure travelers with deeply discounted tickets for this fall. Southwest, which is also restoring some business routes, has said its fare sale launched in June, resulting in two of the biggest booking days in the company's history. So it looks like people still want to go down south for a vacation. Overall, airlines, as usual, are planning more muted schedules after summer, while also noting that their bookings haven't waned despite the growing concern about the number of people passing through U.S. airports has hit a fresh pandemic-era record on Sunday, with nearly 2.24 million people going through security. According to the Transportation Security Administration, this count was about 17% below 2019 levels. So we're getting back to the levels pre-COVID. Airlines have said that companies have slowly started sending employees on the road again, with domestic business travel climbing about 40% of 2019 levels. How was it when you guys flew last week? Was it packed? Yeah. So it was packed. So yeah, it looks like we're getting back to those levels. Carriers have been anticipating that more corporate customers would return in the coming months. So that's good news. Airlines are planning for business travel to pick back up. We'll see if we can get American Airlines back up to the $40, $50 range, wherever it was at a while back, so that I can sell the stock. $19 right now. Let's see where it was at. $40, $50 range is where it was at in January of 2018, 2019. It's in the $28 range, $27 range right before the thing hit. So yeah, that's good news. Let's see the next article. Delta Schmelta. Bitcoin class of 2021. Those are everybody who just got into Bitcoin, buying the top of 2013, 2017, and 2020. So there's those with the experience and those without the experience of investing in Bitcoin. We'll be back up at the top soon. Next. Winners in bipartisan infrastructure bill, nuclear power, internet providers, pharmacy benefit managers. I'm glad that some of these senators are listening to Check the Market. We are pushing for more nuclear power because there's no way that wind and solar is going to be able to keep up with all the electrifying that they want to do. If all these car manufacturers... yeah. If all these car manufacturers want to go to all electric by 2025, 2030, we're going to need some better infrastructure. Let's see the article. Washington bipartisan infrastructure bill still faces a long road to becoming law, but analysts see some clear winners. Sectors viewed as benefiting from the $1 trillion measure in its current form include pharmacy benefits managers, internet providers, and operators of nuclear power plants. Sectors that are likely to be disappointed include cryptocurrency industry, because of the taxes, electric vehicle space, and clean energy. Nuclear energy is the cleanest energy. So, one proposed source of funding for the infrastructure bill is delaying a Medicare. Internet providers, there we go. Internet providers such as AT&T, Charter, we looked at that yesterday, look set for a windfall as this legislation has $65 billion for improved broadband. Keep going. What about nuclear power? The current bill includes tax credits for existing nuclear plants that will be funded at $6 billion. This provision could help benefiting providers including Southern Company, SO, Exelon, EXC, and the one we talked about yesterday, Energy Fuels, UUUU. On the losing side, cryptocurrencies, proposed new tax reporting requirements. Bipartisan infrastructure bill calls for $7.5 billion for charging stations for electric vehicles and $2.5 billion for electric buses. But this level of spending is well below the $174 billion investment to win the EV market. So it looks like without these additional funds, the Tesla stock just highly reliant on government subsidies. And we'll see where it goes. I sold out of mine 2 weeks ago, I believe it was now. Sold Tesla. Next. Grayscale hires ETF head and push to convert biggest Bitcoin fund. So Grayscale has been on our stocks to research. Here on Check the Market, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC. And they're looking to make it an actual ETF because right now it's traded over the counter. It's not traded on any exchange. Let's see the article. The company behind the largest cryptocurrency fund is building out its ETF team despite dimming odds that U.S. regulators will approve the structure this year. Grayscale Investments has tapped David Laval, former chief executive officer of custom index provider Airline, as its global head of exchange-traded funds. He will drive the effort to convert the $25 billion Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, into an ETF, a process that CEO Michael Sonnenschein has said the asset manager is 100% committed to. Grayscale has been ramping up its ETF arm, even as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission drags its feet on allowing cryptocurrencies into the structure. Just a matter of time, guys. In addition to Laval's hire, the firm is seeking to fill at least 10 other ETF-related roles. Grayscale also mentioned last month that it would partner with Bank of New York Mellon for ETF services following GBTC's conversion. The effort to reflect the firm's ambition to become a leading ETF issuers. We're focused on creating a number of products to be world-class ETF issuer. We're in a unique position. We actually have a product in the marketplace, so it puts us in a great spot. If converted, GBTC would immediately become the third largest commodity ETF. Only the $60 billion SPDR Gold shares and $29 billion iShares Gold Trust command more assets, according to data compiled by Bloomberg. Converting GBTC into an ETF would also likely solve a persistent problem for Grayscale, the trust's discount. The product's price has traded below its underlying Bitcoin holdings since March as the crypto craze cooled. The discount is currently around 10% after reaching 21% in May. So there you go. GBTC is still trading at a discount. And that's one that I'm in as well, GBTC. What books do you read on stock trading? The one by William J. O'Neill, How to Make Money in Stocks. There you go. And then there's another one by William Bogle, little book on common sense investing. Those are all just more value investing. And then there's others that I read like for technical analysis, a lot of the for dummies books. I've gone through those where, stock market for dummies and technical trading for dummies, currency trading for dummies, things like that. Those are the ones that I read because a lot of times they have some good information. They might have snuck something else in here. Who knows? Oh man. All right, next. Citi cuts tech-heavy U.S. stocks on Treasury yield surge call. So Citi made a bold prediction, and it looks like they're the only ones out there that made this prediction that the market is going to go down here very soon. I believe they said September. Let's see the article. U.S. stock market returns may suffer as economic recovery and possible monetary tightening are set to fuel a surge in Treasury yields, according to Citigroup strategists. Citi downgraded U.S. stocks to neutral from overweight on Wednesday due to the large prevalence of tech companies, which are vulnerable to higher rates. The recent rally in government bonds will be temporary before macro growth fuels a rise in 10-year yields to 2% into 2022, according to Robert Buckland and his colleagues. Bonds have been rebounding in recent months, pushing the 10-year yield down to 1.18% amid a resurgence in COVID-19 cases and concerns that the global recovery isn't as strong as expected. With the S&P 500 trading at record highs, a possible resumption of the ascent in yields could make the stock market and growth shares in particular vulnerable to sell-offs. Continue. U.S. equity market is more vulnerable to higher real yields because it has heavy growth stock weighting. At the same time, Citi says a jump in Treasury yields is unlikely to be fatal for global equities because of strong early cycle earnings growth supporting risk sentiment. The strategists expect the two factors to cancel each other out over the next 12 months, predicting flat returns for the MSCI World Index by mid-2022. Citi upgraded Japanese equities to overweight, citing cheap valuations and sensitivity to global cyclical recovery. It also kept UK stocks at overweight thanks to their positive correlation to higher bond yields. Among equities, sectors, financials, and materials will benefit from a rise in borrowing costs, the strategists say. So they're saying they think that the US stock market is going to drop. And I think they were saying in September is when they believe that we're going to see a little bit of a pullback. So we'll see. Good morning, John from Venice Beach, Florida. All right, next. Zoom won't stop at video chat dominance. Looks like Zoom wants to take over what Cisco used to be the leader in business communications, and now Zoom wants to take that spot. Let's see the article. Over the last pandemic-stricken years, Zoom Video Communications has grown from a scrappy upstart into a $111 billion video conferencing behemoth, central to the lives of millions of remote workers and other socially distant users. As COVID-19 vaccination rates rise, the obvious question for the company is what's next? The answer could be a lot more than video chat. This year is shaping up to be a pivotal time for Zoom. Industry watchers have questioned whether demand will ebb for the company's core services as the economy haltingly reopens and users complain of Zoom fatigue. But there are signs that its conferencing business will be durable. According to KeyBank Capital Markets, Zoom's share of the video conferencing market rose by 10 percentage points to 76% in the June quarter. So they own 76% of the video conferencing market. That is huge, with sales growth rising in each of the 3 months. At this point, it seems large technology companies are giving up on trying to beat Zoom. For example, Alphabet's Google Meet recently added 1-hour cap for non-paying group calls. The end of the technology giant's unlimited free service for 3 or more users could drive additional customers towards Zoom. Keep going. And then there's Zoom's business beyond video conferencing. Take the relatively sleepy market of corporate phone systems that has been traditionally dominated by Cisco and Avaya. Zoom Phone has been rapidly gaining market share in the category. In June, Zoom announced an agreement to acquire Kites GmbH, a startup that specializes in real-time language translation. And last month, $14.7 billion purchase of call center software maker Five9, which has 2,000 global customers, open up a large new client base. So Zoom is diversifying. Are they a buy at this point? I'm not so sure. I actually sold Zoom this week because it was made a good profit on it. So I sold Zoom, but I might get back in at a later point. Let's see the next article. Citi manipulating the market? It could be. They're looking for some. They're looking for a dip so they can buy back in with some of that cash they have. House and buying time in September? No, I'm not sure about the housing market. It's still pretty hot. A lot of people are being priced out actually, where they have to continue renting. Finders experts predict Dogecoin price to hit 121 by 2025 and 360 by 2030. See the article? Finder, a majority product comparison website, published the result of its July 2021 survey on the price prediction of Dogecoin last week to determine if the meme cryptocurrency is about to jump in price or has this joke finally reached its use-by date. I don't think so, because Elon Musk is still Doge to the moon. So I think as long as he's pumping it, we're going to see Doge being around. We asked our 42 expert panel what's in store for the coin, the company detailed. The experts were asked about the price forecast for Dogecoin for 2025 and 2030. Doge should see its value hit an average value of 121 by 2025 and 360 by 2030, according to the panel average. However, Finder pointed out that the high value was due to one outlier pulling the average price way up, with predictions for December 2030 range from $0 to $50, with the average being 360. The predictions for December 2025 range from $0 to $10, with the average being 121. So there's that one expert who's like, it's going to $100. And everybody else is like, it'll be around 5 cents, so they can get to that average of 121. The highest prediction came from Brighton Business School senior lecturer Paul Levy, who valued Doge at $10, probably because he's heavily invested. By comparison, the median prediction for Doge by December is around 15 cents. The company noted, adding that 30% of the panel sees Doge worth at $1 or more in 2025. Some experts are pessimistic about the future price of Dogecoin. Technologist and futurist for Thomson Reuters, Joseph Rosinski, said Dogecoin will eventually go to zero. There are at least 100 to 200 other crypto projects that should be worth more than Doge, he opined. It's amazing to witness what one celebrity can do. That is true. Keep going. Dogecoin has gained much popularity over the past month, largely due to celebrity endorsements such as Tesla CEO Elon Musk, and there's that celebrity, who's also known as the Doge Father. Musk recently revealed that he personally owns Dogecoin on Robinhood. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if he has Robinhood. Many new investors jumped into Dogecoin as the price ballooned more than 10x during April and May, from about 6 cents to over 72. The price at the time of writing is near 20 cents. As for Dogecoin's 2021 price prediction, while the one-time hot coin may have seen some high highs in 2021, the future doesn't look as bright, with Doge's value expected to end the year at almost half its all-time high at 42 cents. That's still double from what it is now. All right, next. Bitcoin down. This was in 2011. Nick Allen tweets, Bitcoin down to 270 a pop. So glad I didn't buy in on that mess. And then the person asks, is this guy still alive? He replies, alive but dead inside. Oh man, at 270. Wouldn't that have been great to buy Bitcoin at 270? Man. Nick Allen, biggest mistake of his life. So. Let's see the next article. NFTs rebound. Porsche to sell exclusive design sketch as non-fungible token. So NFTs have been making a comeback here over the past month. Volume for NFTs is way up again. See the article? I think there will, Bob, I think there will be a pullback in the market here at some point soon. Because, I mean, it's just cranking. I just don't know exactly when. But I always think that there was going to be one at some point this year. Just got into NFTs recently. Highly addicting. German sports car manufacturer Porsche is launching a pilot project for non-fungible tokens between August 2nd and 6th. Collectors and fans will be able to participate in an auction to buy an exclusive design sketch by Porsche director of exterior design Peter Varga as an NFT, the auto company said. Drawing a design sketch, which is then traded online as a digital object, was a completely new experience for me. Keep going. With the NFT initiative, we are once again demonstrating the pioneering spirit typical of Porsche, with which we are always boldly entering new terrain. So Porsche is getting out of the car game, and they're actually just going to be making NFTs. So if you want a Porsche, you won't be able to drive it, but you'll be able to look at it online. The NFT project is being implemented with the help of Fanzone, a Berlin-headquartered startup founded in June by the carmaker's Porsche Digital GmbH subsidiary. The new company operates an online platform where fans can collect and exchange digital player cards as NFTs using blockchain technology to ensure the items are unique. Holders can also profit from the potentially rising values of their tokens. Next. Selling Lord Keck Dust. 2016 rare Pepe NFTs see fresh demand going for thousands on OpenSea. So OpenSea, that's something that Doug and I were talking about. It's one of the NFT trading sites where you can buy these NFTs. See the article? New dispenser technology makes old school counterpart NFTs accessible on today's most popular marketplaces. NFT sales have been all the rage these days as millions of dollars have been exchanged for NFT art and collectibles. On Monday, Bitcoin.com News reported on the project CryptoPunks outpacing the competition this week in terms of sales. Furthermore, one CryptoPunk owner wants to sell a rare punk for $91 million or 35,000 Ether. Additionally, NFTs like Stoner Cats, Art Blocks, Me Bits are also selling for tens and even hundreds of thousands of dollars per NFT. So it looks over the past couple of weeks that these NFTs have gained in traction again. Let's keep going. Nakamoto card sells for 93,000. Lord Keck Dust sells for close to 900. So there's some money to be made with NFTs. It's like the modern day baseball trading, I guess. Continue. There it is. So that's what you would own. Let's see the next article. Publicly listed Bitcoin miner Marathon purchases 30,000 mining rigs from Bitmain. Marathon is one of the cryptocurrency companies that are on my watch list. Marathon and then Riot is one that I actually bought in. But it looks like these two companies are trying to take over a lot of the mining power due to the crackdown in China, which is very smart of them to do. All right, next article. This is very interesting. Gaming community. I just looked into this last week. There's games out there, like we were talking about with the new GTA. Apparently, you're going to be able to make actual money in these gaming communities, like Ember Sword. You can buy land. You can buy different like artifacts, stuff like that, and it goes for crazy prices. The other game I was looking at, I forgot what it was called, but it's they were selling plots of land in this game for $16,000 that people were buying.
Stop it. Get some help.
For real. Let's see the article. Nearly 35,000 members of the gaming community have collectively pledged more than $203 million to purchase virtual plots of land in the online world of Ember Sword, an unreleased play-to-earn massively multiplayer online role-playing game. Brightstar Studios, the game's Danish developer, will sort through the applications before choosing successful candidates to purchase 6,000 plots of land available in the Solarwood Nation, one of Ember Sword's 4 virtual worlds. Owning land in Ember Sword gives gamers the opportunity to share in trading fees and earn Ember, the game's ERC-20 token from economic activity on and around their virtual plots of land. Ember Sword, which plans to launch pre-alpha testing for virtual landowners and select community members later this year, is following in the footsteps of the earn-to-play. Oh, that's what it's called, Axie Infinity. That's the game I was looking at the other day, where there's people in there's people in Asia that are making a living in the Philippines. I think like something like 70 or 60% of all players in that game are from the Philippines, and they're making money. They're making a living literally from playing this game, earning, you know, these items, swords, or whatever it is, and then selling them for you know, actual money. NFT is a non-fungible token. Basically, what that means, it's you get like a unique, like a digital code for an item. And then even if people make copies of that, you're the one who actually owns it, because you own the on the blockchain, you own the right to it. You own like that code. Escape from hell, yeah. We are Ember Sword, which plans to launch pre-alpha testing for virtual landowners and select community members later this year, is following in the footsteps of Axie Infinity. We're working to develop a player-driven economy that allows gamers to earn rewards and make money through in-game activities, including the creation of unique, tradable NFT items, Ember Sword CEO Mark Lorson said. The name of the game is Axie Infinity, and then this one is Ember Sword, but I guess it's not out yet. You still have to like apply to purchase land. But they've pledged $203 million to purchase virtual plots. There's 6,000 plots of land, and they pledged $203 million. That's crazy. You can actually buy a ton of land for $203 million. You can buy physical land, a lot of it. For real. All right, let's continue. All right, that's it. Let's see the last little video.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
This guy has a mining rig, a Bitcoin mining rig in his Tesla. Way to get creative, and then use like the electricity, you know, from the charging stations. Yeah! Smart. Very smart. All right, Evangelist Jonathan is in Hobbs, New Mexico this week. Let's see the slide. August 1st through the 6th, it's been extended. Choose Life Church in Hobbs, New Mexico. This week, Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Powerful meetings. Make sure you make it out there to Hobbs, New Mexico. If you're anywhere in that area or not, just fly out for those meetings. And you can also support Revival Today. Oh, the tip of the day. That's right. I forgot about the tip. And I forgot about the stocks. Great job. Great job reminding me, guys. I knew I forgot something. I was just thinking about it. Thanks for reminding me. So low. Silver. iShares Silver Trust. Silver has had a pullback recently a little bit, and I think it's getting at a good level where I'm going to buy some more physical silver. But if you want to buy some silver shares, SLV is the ticker. I've been buying silver for a while, and I think it's a good commodity to hold. Medium, Seagate Technologies, STX. Provider of electronic data storage technology and solutions, produces all sorts of different hard drives and other computer chips and controllers. It's currently trading off its 52-week high at around $90 a share. From from 106, which was their high. P ratio is below that of the industry average. It has a dividend yield of 2.96%. I'm currently in this stock, and I'm looking for an opportunity to buy some more. I think this is a good long-term company to own. The high-risk GNUS Brands International, global content and brand management company that creates and licenses multimedia content. Nothing more than short interest in the stock. I read an article on it yesterday in Benzinga. It looks like it might get ready to break out again, and they've been talking about this one on and off on Reddit as well in a couple of the forums. So it's in Benzinga. You can look at the article yourself and see if that's something you might want to get into for another round up like it did in January and March. It looks like it might be getting ready to break out according to the analyst on Benzinga. And the tip of the day, real quick.
Oh, yeah.
One of the biggest lies about money that you learn growing up is that you need a lot of money to start investing. Start now and start investing small. If you get comfortable with the smaller amounts, then move on to bigger amounts. If you just make a couple of cents or $1 on a $10 investment, it might look like you're wasting your time, but think of the $10 investment as a $10,000 investment and make the calculation. So $1 on $10, that would be $1,000 on $10,000. It'll show you that you're not like wasting your time. Because I know when I first started out, it was always, oh, I made like $2 today. But that's, that's how you start out. And if you think of it in terms of larger dollar amounts, which is you'll get to that, you get to that point eventually investing. And that was the tip of the day. And for today, for any donation of any size, we have this wonderful mug for you right there. Check the market. So for a donation of any size that you give to Revival today, we'll send you that mug. And you can donate on Facebook, #donate, text RT to 50155, on Cash App, $RTGive, Venmo @RTGive, revivaltoday.com/PayPal. If you're overseas, PayPal is one of the best options. We also accept cryptocurrency. You can scan that code there. Any of the ones that we don't have, you can call our offices 412-446-2332 if you'd like to donate any other cryptocurrencies. Or if you just want to mail in a check, Revival Today, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, PA 15329. Don't forget to claim your offer at revivaltoday.com/offer. That way we can send you that mug. Stonks, yes. I've had fun today. I hope you guys had fun. And have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.